News 13's Barbara Grijalva has the story.
We think of lasers as devices that burn and hurt, but there's a new laser that literally takes the burn away. One doctor is the first in Tucson to use it to treat burns and scars from burns with amazing results. Here's the story of two Tucsonans whose lives have been changed by the Erchonia Laser. It has been more than 3 years since the Werr family lived a nightmare. A semi hit their motorhome, sliced off the back end, tossed their 2 children onto the road. Their son had minor injuries. Their young daughter skidded along the pavement.
True life-threatening type of injury. And she did have some back fractures, was unconscious for a while, but certainly suffered a lot of abrasive injuries to her face, to her legs, and her face being the worst.
I think I've come pretty far.
Now 9, Heather is what her parents call their miracle child. Her fractures have healed, and so have her wounds. But standard care, a silicone sheet and a pressure bandage could not bring down the thick, red, incredibly itchy scar that was left on her jaw. When he got the Erchonia Laser, a cool rather than hot laser, Dr. Nelson tried it on Heather's chin. It was 1.5 years after the accident.
She went from having this big mat of hard, rough skin and scar that would feel sort of woody or like hard plastic to essentially a fairly normal texture of skin and a reasonable appearance.
And it happened very quickly. Heather and her parents, Tom and Wendy, are pleased and hopeful the laser will do even more. For now, it has worked wonders.
You know, Wendy and I go back and look at the pictures and see the dramatic improvement without having to do surgery.
It's given her the confidence to stand up a little straighter and feel more of a progress with her scar than she did just with the pressure garment.
The Erchonia Laser came along later in Heather's treatment, but it was there at Northwest Hospital last August when Rosario Garcia was brought in with severe burns from his right shoulder to his fingertips. His arm had fallen into a vat of superheated grease at the restaurant where he works. As you can imagine, the pain was incredible.
And fortunately, I had the laser with him at that time, and we treated him immediately. And he'll be able to tell you that he automatically, within moments, felt less pain. Those burns hurt very badly. And we find that after we clean them up, if I laser them, their pain would go down by 60% within 2-3 minutes of the treatment. And that decrease in the pain usually would last anywhere from 8 to 24 hours.
Rosario's follow-up care with the laser is healing his skin in a matter of weeks instead of the usual 2 to 3 months.
They get much more rapid return recovery, range of motion, less itching, less redness, softer tissue, faster healing, less scarring. It also decreases the pain, so they do their therapy better.
It sounds incredible, but just watch as laser specialist Haley Plouffe treats Rosario's arm, his 5th treatment for the scarring, itching, and tightness.
You can actually see the lightening and breakup in the solid scar.
It's changing before your eyes.
Changing before your eyes. When we initially saw Rosario, he had very little range of motion, could not raise his arm this way, could not bend the arm, could not flex his fingers, and had considerable trouble sleeping at night. Very angry, very stiff and board-like. You could actually touch it and it felt like a very solid piece of wood. And it's very pliable and very soft at this juncture. Within the 2nd treatment, he was reporting that he was able to sleep. I think right here we probably have achieved about 45% improvement. Just now.
The Erchonia Laser is approved for treating muscle, bone, and joint pain. Dr. Nelson's work with burns is pioneering. No one, not even he, knows how far the laser will take Rosario and Heather.
It literally surprises me.
But there's no reason to stop expecting the laser will continue to allow Rosario and Heather to realize their dreams.
I want to be a writer, a librarian, or an artist, and maybe an illustrator.
What happened to the MTV duo with Haley?
I don't know.
Oh.
Because the Erchonia Laser is not yet approved for burn treatment, insurance usually won't pay for it, but that could soon change. Dr. Nelson will be presenting his findings to the American Burn Association meeting in Vancouver next month. One other thing, Dr. Nelson is using the Erchonia Laser on his cosmetic surgery and liposuction patients and getting great results in pain management and healing. Barbara Grijalva, News 13.